So it's Movement Monday. We're here. I'm going to do a chair-based workout today. So this is really for anybody who is less physical, can't get up and move about and jump around as easily. We're going to still give you some alternatives that are easier and harder. If you are joining us today and you are a bit more physically fit, then you can use some hand weights to make this a little bit harder. But everything, as always, just work to your own level. We're going to start by sitting upright in a chair and try and keep your posture nice and tall, so straight back. And we're going to start today with some finger movements, and we're going to start by playing the piano. You can tell that I don't play the piano, but we're going to really get our fingers moving side to side. Keep it going. We should really wiggle those fingers, get them moving, wiggle those thumbs as well. And if your arms get tired from holding them up, then just rest your hands down and keep those fingers going. I really want you to get as much finger movement as you can. We're going to weight them up. Keep it going side to side, and then we can go in and out as well and just get our shoulders moving too. So this is the first of our Movement Monday chair workouts. We're going to be doing it for 4 weeks across lockdown, or the second lockdown. And if they're popular, we might keep them going through the whole of winter. So drop a comment if you're enjoying it and let us know. Okay. Now what I want you to do is turn your palms up. Bring your elbows back, and we're going to clench our fists. So we're going to keep them really, really tight, and you can generate as much tension as you want here. So you can really squeeze your arms and squeeze your biceps too. Then we're going to push our arms forward and extend our fingers, and then draw it back and clench our fists. Push it forward and extend your fingers, bring it back. And we're just going to keep that going so you can really generate a lot of tension in your arms here. The more you squeeze and stretch out those fingers as wide as you can. You should be able to really feel a stretch in your finger muscles. Stretch it out, bring it back. That's good. We're going to do 5 more of these. Clench it back and take it forward. Fantastic. Keep it going. Good. Really stretch and clench. Keep it going. Last one now. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to do ceiling points. So for this one, we're going to put our fingers in the pointing position, and we're going to point towards the ceiling. So if you can, let's try and get a little side bend as you go. If that's too hard, just keep your body still and just lift your arm as high as it can go. Even if you're just lifting halfway, that's fine. Work to your own level with your own comfortable range of motion. So we're just pointing our fingers towards the ceiling, alternating our arms. Good. And again, if your arms get tired, just take a little rest and work at your own pace. So we're pointing towards the ceiling. We've got another 15 seconds. Keep it going. I'm interested to know if anyone's playing some music along at home, along with this. I don't want to play the music because I might ruin whatever music you're playing. A few more. Then we're going to keep that pointing motion going, but now we're going to point forwards. So we're just bringing our hands back to our chest every time. And again, if you can see, my body here is just twisting a little bit side to side. So I'm really pressing forward and twisting at my waist. So we're getting a little bit of movement into the back, pointing forwards. Keep it going. And again, at your own pace, if you need to rest your arms, if you need to stop, that's fine. Just take a breather. Good, we're going to do a few more of these. And like I said, if you wanted to put some wrist weights on or hold something in your hands for extra weight, you can do that. Okay. And rest. So now we're going to get some shoulder rotations going. So I want you to have bent elbows, keep your fists into your chest, and we're going to move our elbows. So we're going to take them forward. And again, you can see I'm getting good shoulder motion here, but I'm also twisting a little bit in my waist, just getting a movement into my trunk. Good. Keep that going. Good movement into the shoulders here, waking up all the joints. Keep it going. We're going to do another 10 seconds. And then we're going to move it into reverse. Brilliant. Keep those shoulders going. Big circles with your elbows. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to take it backwards instead. So big circles with the elbows in a backwards motion. Lovely. Keep it going. Big circles. Brilliant work, guys. Keep those elbows going. We've got another 10 seconds of these. Then we're going to do some leg exercises. Okay. And rest. Okay, so reset your posture. We're going to try and stay nice and upright. And now we're going to do toe raises. So I want you to think about your posture, and I just want you to put your feet out in front of you, and we're going to lift our toes. You can do it feet at the same time, or you can go left and right and left and right. So as you can see, my heel is staying on the floor, and I'm just lifting my toe as high as I can. And that's just going to start to work the muscles at the front of my ankle and in my shin. Just getting a bit of motion into my ankles. That's it. We're just lifting up our toes, keeping our heels on the floor. So we're just starting to move the muscles in our lower leg. Brilliant. Keep that going. And then from this, we're going to move into heel raises. So that's keeping our toes on the floor and lifting our heels off. And this is going to, again, keep the ankles going. We're getting a bit of mobility into the ankles, but we're also working the muscles at the back of the legs here in our calves. We can do these. Again, if you want to do one at a time, if that's easier for you, you can do it one at a time, or you can do both together. So heel raises. And keep that going. We're going to do a few more of these, then we're going to put those two exercises together. So big heel lifts. So then we're going to put that together. So we're going to lift our toes and then lift our heels. So we're going to roll it across, lift toes, lift heels. All of this whilst trying to keep our body upright as well, so we're working the muscles in our core. If you need to have your back firmly against the chair, that's fine, but try not to slouch, try to stay nice and upright. So we're alternating toe lift and heel lift. Brilliant. Good. So this is all waking up the legs and ankles for the next one. We're going to do a few more of these. 3, 2, last one. Good. And have a little rest. So the next one, we're going to do a heel tap forward. So I'm going to, again, keep my body nice and upright. I'm going to alternate my legs. I'm going to tap my heel forward and bring it back and tap my other heel forward. So we're just getting some good motion going into the legs. We're starting to wake up the thighs now. Tap it forward. Good. So we're tapping one. If you're struggling to sort of get this alternating going, then just do it on one leg. Do a few on one leg and do a few on the other leg. You might need to sort of hold your balance on one side. Good. And then we're going to extend that. So take a little breather. What we're going to do now is same exercise. We're going to do this on one leg on the left. We're going to tap the heel forward, and then we're going to bring it all the way back and tap our toe. Heel forward and tap the toe. Good. So for this one, it's just having to lift that thigh for a little bit longer, working into the hip. Good. So we're going to do this on one side. Doesn't matter whichever one you like. One more. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So we tap that heel forward, bring it back, tap the toe. Heel forward, tap the toe. Brilliant. Keep that going. So we'll feel this working in the thighs and the tops of the hips, getting some good motion going into that knee joint as well. Fantastic. Warming up the legs, ready for our next exercise. 3, 2, last one. Okay. Right, now that our legs are warmed up and we've warmed up our back, we're going to do some sit to stand. So for this one, I want you to place your hands on your legs, really brace yourself, make sure your feet are firm on the floor, hip width apart. And we're going to lean our weight forward, stand up. And then what I want you to try and do is slowly lower back down as slow as you can. You can keep your hands on your legs for support and back in the chair. So we're just going to do a few of these. Work at your own pace, stand up. And we're trying to lower back down as slow as we can. Keep your weight forward till your bum touches the chair and then sit back down. Lovely. So you again work at your own pace with these. You can go faster. If you're good at these, you can go nice and fast. You can, go up, down, or we can take it nice and slow, just working into those thigh muscles. I'm going to do 4 more of these at this pace. You just do what you can in that time. Sit to stand, slowly lower, slow as you can. Good. 3 more. And then we're going to have 1 more exercise after this to get our heart rates up. Okay. Good. Slowly lower. Good. Working all the muscles in our legs. Lovely. Last one. And sit back down. Okay, take a little breather. So our last exercise today is going to be a sitting run. So we're going to start by moving our legs up and down. And again, you can go as fast as you want. So you can do more of a walk if you want, or you can do a run. But what we're going to try and do is also move our arms. But the real challenge here is to try to get the coordination so that your arm comes forward as the opposite leg goes up. Let's see how we're going to go with coordination today in our chairs. Remember, nobody can see you, so you're fine. So we're going to start with that, and then you're going to try and pick it up. And you're just going to try and go as fast as you can in your chair run. So keep it going. We're going to do this for 30 seconds in total. So just keep it going. Arms and legs, fast as you can. Small motions. I've got visions of a couple of you out there really going for it. I'd love to see your videos of your chair runs if you post them in the comments afterwards or send them to us. Good going, guys. We've got 10 seconds to go. Fast as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.